We're the Grounded Nomads, a couple who left the rat race to build an off-grid house and lifestyle here in the beautiful island of Bohol in the Philippines. And the last few days we've been busting our ass off in the garden and we need a little bit of R&R. So this morning we're packing up and we're going to take you along for the ride as we head to stunning Alona beach. And we're going to stop off at some beautiful spots along the way. Later on I'm going to be testing a new toy, but first we have coffee and we do our morning ritual, which is walking around the garden and picking some veg.
Look what we got!
This is our bush sitaw or string beans, and it just grows so fast. We only planted these like 3 weeks ago. Amazing. When you drive through the countryside in Bohol, there's just so many beautiful spots to stop, and this is a tilapia farm that has all these beautiful lilies on top. So we'd sit here sometimes and just have a drink or a snack.
It's very peaceful.
Apart from the odd car that goes past.
Well.
The 24-hour store has the best init pan de coco, which is hot coconut bread. We're hoping they have some. We've got coconuts, but we don't have coconut bread. What you getting, love?
Some hot pandesal.
It's been a hard morning, 10 a.m. This is Baclayon Church. It was built in 1595 by the Spanish, and unfortunately it's closed today because they're cleaning it because the bishops are coming tomorrow. But if you're in Bohol, definitely come in and check it out. And it's beautifully situated just across the road from the water. Ube. Do you have ube? Do you want ube, love? One chocolate, one ube. This is our secret spot. We're in Dumulawan, which is in Panglao. This is called Panglao Grande Resort, and it's only 200 pesos to get in, and it's consumable. You can use it on beer or food. It's just a shame about the view. Cheers.
Cheers.
What's your name? Well, we finally made it to the Airbnb and I am knackered after all that drinking beer and lazing around on the beach. But I've been dying to test this thing out. I've had it in my bag. It's the GEEKOM A5 mini PC.
You bought a computer on a holiday.
Yeah, I did. It's not just a computer though. We can finish watching that crappy movie we were watching on Netflix last night. You can play games on it. It also does computery stuff too. GEEKOM sent this to me to test out, and I'm the least techie guy, so I'm not sure why, but I guess I do edit stuff on 4K and I do travel around a bit, but I've been looking forward to putting this through its paces. I wonder if it can compete with my MacBook.
Let's go find out.
All right. As I said, this is the GEEKOM A5 mini PC, and I am the least techie guy you'll come across, but I do know a crap computer from a good one. And this to me just looks too small to be able to do what it says it does, and it's only $279. I think it's coming up on special on Prime Day too soon, but just already looking at it, it's got more ports than my MacBook, which cost 5 times the amount. It looks pretty solid, and apparently has a 3-year warranty, and I think my MacBook only comes with one. It's got two USB-A, I think they're called, 2 USB-C ports on the back. So already that's got more than my MacBook. It's got an Ethernet thing in there. It's got a HDMI, or 2 HDMIs, and a SD card slot, which is great. Very, very light and compact, but apparently it can withstand about 200 kilos. So even if I sit on it, I think it's still safe. Let's have a look what else is in the box. Nice little thank you card. Now, I've never heard of GEEKOM before, but apparently they've been around since 2003, so they must know what they're doing. You get all your usual stuff like your cables and chargers, a HDMI cable, which of course you're going to need to hook up to TVs, which we're hoping to hook up to our Airbnb TV as well, and a little plate which I think you can attach the whole unit onto the back of your monitor as well, so you don't even see it. It's looking pretty good. Now some of the specs, now bear with me again, I'm not the most techie kind of a guy, but this has the base model 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is the same as my MacBook. Storage wise, 512 is standard gigabyte. That's the same as my MacBook. They cost 5 times as much. It's a Ryzen 5 processor. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds good to me. And it only weighs 652 grams, and it's not much bigger than a sandwich. So it's got more ports than my MacBook. It's got 3 times the warranty, and it cost a fifth of the price. And I know it's probably not fair to compare it to a MacBook Pro, but I'm hoping it will do okay. Let's test it out. First test, we're going to hook it up to the TV and see if we can stream our Netflix, because it can be very frustrating when you're going to hotels. Like we went to 3 different hotels in Japan and 0 TVs had any English. Let's give it a crack. Now one thing to note, the unit doesn't come with a keyboard, mouse or a screen, but you can obviously connect it to any screen with an HDMI cable. I brought my own keyboard and mouse with me, but I did find it a little bit tricky getting the keyboard connected to the unit. Now it does have a little button on the right hand side at the bottom so you can bring up a keyboard on the screen. It's preloaded with Windows 11, and I've just got to go through a couple more things, and I'm going to try and log into the Netflix account. Well, that was surprisingly easy once April remembered her password. I can see how it would be handy going to hotels and bringing this along. It's so small. Anyway, let's finish watching that half decent movie we saw last night. I must say it is nice having a big screen, because I forgot my glasses and I'm editing stuff on Canva just like I would on my laptop, except the only difference is I've got a huge ass screen. I can check my emails, I can watch some great stuff on YouTube without having to use someone else's account. Well, it pretty much does everything that my laptop does, but the one thing I'm a little bit curious about is how it's going to go with editing and rendering 4K video. But we'll test that at home. But for now, I'm getting thirsty, so let's head down to Alona Beach for a beverage. Come on, love, I'm thirsty.
Hang on, almost there, almost there.
Are you winning?
Trying.
Sorry to disturb your game, love, but those cocktails on the beach are not going to drink themselves. I guess leaving is as easy as undoing the HDMI cable. This unit's not even hot. Unplugging and chucking this little fella into my bag. It's pretty portable and very easy to move around. Keyboard, mouse. We're good to go. Let's go get ourselves a pina colada. So we haven't been to Alona Beach probably for a month, and they've added these concrete walkways and wheelchair access down to the beach. Not sure what you do once you get down to the beach with a wheelchair, unless you've got 4-wheel drive wheels. But it's nice to see that they're improving the spaces. This is one of our hacks. When you come down to Alona Beach, you can go to the 7-Eleven. You can sit out the front looking at the water and buy a beer for just 55 pesos. It's got a beautiful view. One thing I love about 7-Elevens and convenience stores in the Philippines, you can buy pretty much any alcohol you like and sit outside and drink it without getting arrested. But for us, we just go for the San McPilson. I'm guessing that's intentional grab nuts. Door lock breaks. Never mind. Chopstick. Does the trick. Mayo, very good. Still working it. Heading off to our favourite little bar with the cheapest drinks, or second cheapest drinks in town. Well, it was worth the trip down to Alona Beach. It's actually only 5 minutes from my house, but great pina colada. A little bit gay, but tastes good.
Delicious.
It's tropical. Well, we're back home. It's the next day. The hangover's gone, and it's time to test the GEEKOM and see how it edits 4K footage. Now, before I bought my expensive MacBook, I actually spent $1,000 on a Windows-based laptop, which on paper looked exactly the same as the MacBook, so I thought it would perform the same, except it was rubbish. Ended up selling it for half price about 2 months later. Anyway, I'm hoping that the GEEKOM can do a much better job of what that laptop did. Now, I've already uploaded CapCut, and I've started playing around with the video editing. It's really, really fast. I'm going to render this now. It's about 2.6 gigabytes. I'm going to time it, and then we're going to time it on the MacBook. Well, it's done. It's 9 minutes and 3 seconds. It's rendered the whole video, and I know from my other Windows laptop it sometimes would take 40 to 50 minutes. Well, it's time to test the trusty MacBook, and I can already tell you with my OCD it does bug me having all these things plugged into the MacBook and having to use this dongle as well. I've got the same amount of things plugged in, but it just looks like spaghetti. Anyway, let's hit the go button, see how long it takes. All right, MacBook, you're pretty quick, 4 minutes and 4 seconds, but you know, what's the difference? 5 minutes? Go make yourself a cup of coffee, come back and it'll be rendered. Save yourself 5 times the price. I genuinely am thinking, if I knew this thing existed, I probably wouldn't have bought the MacBook, and I'm not just saying that. Pretty good effort. I'm in a Bahay Kubo, which is like our little native hut. We've got it hooked up to solar with a solar battery, and I'm running the GEEKOM completely off the sunshine and using the PM16 screen as well, which GEEKOM kindly sent to us. It's only $149. Excuse me, I'm trying to do a review. Only $149, and you can take it anywhere. It's non-reflective, like there's a bit of sun shining on it. It's a great little system. Well, that's a wrap for this week. We hope you've enjoyed seeing some of our favourite spots around Bohol. And if you'd like to get your hands on a GEEKOM A5 mini PC or the PM16 screen, there's a link in the description below, as well as a discount code for a further 5% off. Now, I don't have to say this, but I really love this thing, and I think it might actually replace my desktop and just use my laptop on the go. Make sure you tune in this Sunday, because we're going to give you a full garden tour. Everything we've done in the last 2 weeks is amazing. We've finally got the garden to a point where it's like the garden of our dreams. Yep. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to keep up to date with what's happening at Corella Homestead. We're the Grounded Nomads. Until next time.
Take care.
Hey, that's my line.
Well, I gotta say something.
Yeah.